Okay, we're live. I forgot to trigger the ads, so they're still running. Alright. Alright. It's because I'm a little bit tired this morning. I did not have the best night's sleep. But that's okay. I can nap after work, probably. Alright. Well, where are we? Good morning, Ed. Let me actually hop into Discord while I remember. Hello. Actually, am I talking? I'll talk a moment. There we go. Hello.
Hello.
How was your day at work fixing whatever that server issue was?
Fuck. I forgot.
You forgot?
Yeah, it will wait for tomorrow.
Oh, the server issue.
Nah, the issue. The server is fine, but the issue with the app, we'll have to wait for tomorrow.
Oh, right, yeah.
I completely forgot.
Well, that does happen.
Whatever.
If no one harassed you about it during the day, it's probably not that important. That's what I probably find it. Right.
Let's leave it at that.
Okay. Where are we? Let's bring up the game. Elite. More hauling. Oh, can I bring it up here? Okay, bring it up here. Okay. It's going to do the thing it sometimes does, where if you have an open Steam, it goes, this isn't linked to an account. I guess I'll find out. Got a feeling I may have accidentally locked one of the dogs outside, but she's very vocal. I'll hear her if she wants to come back in.
Yeah, she'll remind you.
Yeah. State of the Galaxy. Oh, Brewer Corporation deploying to assist Lantern Light Station. Interesting.
Yeah, it seems like they're going to fix the rapidly rotating station. I sent you a video of a few days ago.
Yeah. Brewer Corporation has received numerous requests for support from the station's residents.
I think that's a lie.
Yeah, me too. I mean, how would the residents even have gone into the station?
That too, but you know.
Also,
They definitely didn't receive complaints from the community.
No. I mean, I would have probably stopped other stations from doing that, but I would have left Lantern Light alone. Just as like a...
Yep, exactly. That being said, might be a good idea to go visit before they... if they fix it, but before they fix it.
Yeah.
If you want to see that, of course. Unless you don't want to, which is fine.
Maybe I will towards the end of the stream today. See how it's going. I don't remember where it is.
Well, it's mentioned in the article, Alanda something.
Alright, let's make sure I go across to streaming right. There we go. And private group session. Boom, boom, boom. All right. Someone at work yesterday was like, hey, if you fix my spreadsheet for me, I'll buy you an energy drink. I was like, all right, bet.
I was gonna ask, what do you mean yesterday? It's Monday, but then I forgot. Then I remembered.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it a free energy drink for you?
Yeah, they went in the office, but they will get it to me when I'm in on Thursday.
No, I don't mean whether you paid for it, whether the issue was so easy that it was free.
Yeah, it was pretty easy. So they just wanted some extra columns added that would, like, display a warning if, like, you pick a category and the price is over a limit for the line.
Yeah.
But the only complication was that it was at the end of the complication was that you had to put it in at the end of the sheet, like, because the sheet gets uploaded and they didn't want to change the logic on the upload. They wanted to put it in at the end of the sheet, and I was like, well, the people entering all the pricing stuff aren't going to see it, like, all the way down this past all these columns they ignore and stuff, and they were like, oh yeah, and I was like, I'll tell you what, I will make it so that if they haven't entered a price, or if the price is over the limit, if they haven't entered equipment type right down the end, if the price is over the limit, I'll flag like a message up early on in the sheet so that they actually see it. And so I did that, yeah, and they were pretty happy with that. I was like, you're better off actually changing the upload and putting this in somewhere where they're actually going to pay attention to it more, though. Like, oh yeah, well, that's going to cost money. Yeah. And then I was testing a new data lake, SQL serverless data lake thing we set up too, because there's this deprecating, I can't remember the name of it, Synapse Link, I think. Microsoft Synapse Link is deprecating at the end of the month, or has deprecated and will no longer work at the end of the month. So, okay. So I set that up, and like when I tested it, it was fine, but when I put it to production and I ran some tests on some stuff, it was like, okay, well, this one that takes this query, this view that's heavily used in reporting that takes 6 minutes to run on the old data lake is timing out on the new one after 30 minutes. And because it's SQL serverless front end over a data lake, I don't actually know how you change that, because when I try to do the usual SQL Server stuff, it's like, this version of what you're using doesn't support that. So I was like, okay, well, that's somebody else's problem, I guess. Whoever put this in place. I'm just going to raise a ticket.
Sure.
Yeah. Alright. Off we go. All right. Go back and pick up more steel, I guess.
Would recommend checking before buying.
Oh, you've been handing stuff in?
Yeah.
Ah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I got through everything after work yesterday that wasn't steel, titanium, or CMM composites. So
that is true.
Frameshift drive charging.
So that's pretty nice. So how's your tier 3 coming along?
Painfully,
Warning. Temperature critical.
four hand-ins, well, 4.5 hand-ins are required for 1%.
Yeah, 4.5 is slightly worse than I was expecting. I was expecting about 4.
Well, 4 and some fraction of a hand-in. It didn't move after 4 and it did move after 5, so...
4,
Yeah, painfully.
3, 2,
Alright, so it's probably gonna... Yeah, okay. You'll probably find after 4 it goes up to 2%, and then like it takes 4.5 to get to 3% or something like that. Or 4 and a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna take a little while.
A little while. Probably not the week I was hoping it would, but yeah. Well, technically it depends on how much time you have to help with that, but you know.
Once I get this done, I should be able to help after work, but probably not every day this week. So you might
So
get...
like in 10-15 minutes. Okay, sure. That makes sense. And I'm not joking. You only missing 2,000 material.
3,
Kill me.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I've had fun past few hours.
Well, I appreciate that. I didn't get the best night's sleep last night, so I suspect I might not be up for. I suspect I might not be up for much after work today.
That's
But after work tomorrow, I'll probably be able to do a fair bit of hauling as well for your tier 3.
okay.
But yeah, it's gonna take a fair bit of effort, that I imagine.
Probably.
It's one of those things where I don't really have any real desire to do that as a primary port for many of my systems, I guess. Like,
I mean, understandable.
as a later construction, probably, but I'll like drip feed it very, very slowly over time. And again, like, it'd be really nice if you could just hire some NPCs or something. Even if you have to build the primary port up yourself.
Well, I won't agree on the last part because well, I would like that to have help with, since you know.
True that.
docking request granted.
Alright. Let's check the list of stuff we need.
Landing gear deployed.
It's not a bad system, right? Like, look at this. Reminds me a little bit of your first one. All the purple planets with rings on it.
Yeah, true.
89%
Docking section
CMM composites and titanium.
engaged.
What are you grabbing?
Yeah, I got titanium.
Alright, I'll grab CMM.
Yeah, it was at like 25% when I started. 20-something percent.
Oh, I thought I had it to 35% last night before I left.
Well, either your memory is 40 or mine is, but I seem to remember 32% after 1 or 2 hand-ins. But I may be wrong.
My memory could very well be faulty.
S could be mine.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
I'll work it out next time I build a an outpost. I'll be like, what's the percentage left when I only get to... Alright. Probably need to replot that route. Now I'll fill up on cargo. There we go. Off we go.
I mean, there is not much of a difference between 35% and 28%, so
Yeah, that's
probably
true.
don't need to.
No, I mean... not that I'm like, you know, gonna be like, haha, I was 35 or, you know, or something. I'm just... Like, I like, sometimes just like trying to work out the mess in my head and then seeing if I was close.
Frameshift drive
Gotcha.
charging.
I'm not the best at maths, to be honest. I even failed 7 form statistics. That's just because the teacher was so bad.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
And then my sister later on was like, haha, I passed 7 form statistics. And I looked at her, she like did it a couple of years after me, and then I looked at her exam paper when she got it back. And like, when I did it, they gave you the formulas, but they didn't tell you, like they gave you a list of formulas at the front of the exam, but they didn't tell you like what formulas were used for what you had to remember. And her one told her which formulas to use for what stuff. And I was like, oh, that's not fair.
Yeah.
That's not a fair comparison. I was like, that's... You went to a different college, you probably have a better teacher.
Frameshift drive charging.
That is also true.
Yeah, the problem was that she would go on about some really complex way to solve an equation, and she was very boring about it. And then at the end she'd go, you can also use the simplified formula, which if she had taught that at the start, people would have paid attention, but by the time she taught it at the end, everyone had zoned out because she wasn't very good at like keeping the classes attention focused on what she was doing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So her entire class failed the 7th form midterm exams, and she got very upset.
Frameshift drive charging.
Every other subject I blitzed though. I don't even think it shows that I failed statistics, because all it sees is, all I got in the mail was saying that I set these subjects and I got something like an A bursary, which entitled you to like $200 a year scholarship funding for a couple of years at tertiary education. I was like, okay, alright, I'll take it. Even back then that wasn't much, but
Warning. Temperature critical.
I mean, at some point every little bit helps.
yeah, when you're a student, that's true.
Frameshift drive charging.
I may have used mine one year to buy a PlayStation. Can't remember.
Well, yeah,
Hey.
no, priorities.
I either used that or a tax return.
4, 3, 2, 1,
I bought a PlayStation 1 a bit after they came out and was playing Final Fantasy VII on it for a couple of months.
Yeah. I can imagine you had fun.
I did. That was a big game. And I thought it was getting towards the end of the story, and then then you got out of the first city, and it was like the main city, and it was like, oh, there's an entire world. Okay, well, I've underestimated this story.
Yeah.
All right. Really? Every stream. God damn it. Alright.
They do like to spam those.
Yeah, the thing that gets me is that it must actually work or they wouldn't bother, right?
Yep,
Like,
definitely.
it's the same with like the really obvious like spam, like scam callers you get, or like scam emails you get. It's like someone must work with this, or they just wouldn't bother doing it. It's and there's probably more than one person. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's the sad part.
Yeah. And some of them are so obvious. I actually kind of appreciate when they put in more effort and like it's actually harder to spot. I'm like, yes, well done.
Yeah.
No obvious spelling errors. You spoofed the proper looking email address.
Yeah. It's even funnier when the target to be victim is not in an English-speaking country, aka me,
Yeah.
because they try to translate the emails and it never goes right.
Do you also occasionally get the urge just to write back and say, for $500 US, I'll show you how to fix your scam email?
Yeah, sometimes I get the urge, but I don't actually do it, but sometimes I get the urge to respond, but not with what you just said, but you know, like to answer, okay, well, fine, show me proof, give me one piece of proof and then I will do what you ask. Like dare them to prove that they actually hacked my PC and recorded me doing something. I don't usually get the emails about, you know, you have won 50 million US dollars.
Do you know when those ones crack me up the most? Is when they send it to my work email address. You know?
Yeah,
You're
that
like,
is funny.
Yeah. We've seen you watching porn and doing dodgy stuff on. Then it's like, oh my work. No, I've never done that. It's like,
Yeah, good luck with that.
Alright, how many cement composites are still needed? 354. And 444 titanium.
Is that can that fit into my cargo? I have 724, 28. Sorry.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Because it would be be nearly 800.
Okay.
It'd be close to 780.
Oh well.
778? No, 788. Alright. Guess I'm heading back.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released.
I mean, to be fair, do get a full cargo, like, you know, if you want to contribute towards mine.
Absolutely. I said that right. I did.
I still need 65,000 steel and 38,000 titanium. So yeah, and 51,000 CMM composite. So yeah, do get the full cargo. Sorry?
So is that all? Like,
No. I said I still need. That's just one of that's just the 3 items we are collecting right now. I still need a lot more of other things. There is 43,000 aluminium, 17,000 liquid oxygen,
yikes.
8,000 water. You know.
That is a hefty effort.
I cleared the low count items and I'm almost done with polymers and copper, but the rest is 5,000 plus.
Yeah.
And and like a half of them is 38,000 plus.
Well, I'll pull up on CMM composites. You could pull up on titanium, I guess, and we just hand in what's left over to your
Yep.
one.
I'll pick up the majority, like, you know, of the materials required. You get the leftover and
Charging.
deposit the rest on mine. I'll get the full titanium and whatever I can get with CMM composite. So, do get CMM composite.
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, it's a hefty piece of work to build that tier 3 station there.
I'm sorry, but totally worth it.
That's
Fun.
fair enough. I'm thinking I might only claim one more system after this one. And I'll take my time specifically looking for a system with maybe a volcanic ring world or something. Because I mean, these systems are like, I got 2 medium and 2 quite large systems. So that's a fair bit of development work there.
4, 3, 2,
Yep.
1.
I'm guessing once you've claimed this one, you're gonna branch out and claim a bunch more as well. You've got
Remains to be decided how discouraged from colonization I will be after building it.
that is very fair. Yeah, you might be like, I need a break.
Yep. Especially when this is going to take probably 2+ weeks.
There is that.
It's like so discouraging to hand in at that station. Like
Yeah.
you hand in 700 plus materials, and the percentage progress says, "Yep, okay, I say the same, but okay, you hand it in."
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking like 3% for an outpost, right? 1% for a tier 2 per hand in. And then I was thinking, yeah, like it looked like based on the early stuff I saw that a tier 3 was about 4 times the amount of materials for a tier 2.
Yep.
So yeah. 4 hand-ins, the bar moves very, very slightly.
Yep. But I will have a tier 3 station in 3 weeks. So
That you will. And I, on the other hand, might have a tier 3 station in like 3 months. which is fine, right? Like, it's not like I'm not going to build up systems in that time. It's just,
yeah, sure.
I'll probably have tier 3 constructions happening in some systems, like, within a couple of weeks. It's just going to take a while to finish them.
Yeah, but you won't be on a time leash.
That's correct, yes.
So I am. I'm a little sad that a group of someone took the systems that we were somewhat aiming for. But I guess that's the game.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was expecting it to happen, just maybe not quite that fast.
Yeah, they colonized the system right next to the one I'm getting really fast and then just claimed the other one. Like it took about 13 hours actually. It's like really fast.
Yeah, I mean, we could have pulled that off, but
Successful.
We could have, but I needed to go to sleep and you needed to go to work, and by the time I woke up it was gone.
yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah. Alright. Refuel.
Would we have done that? Yes. Did we have the time? No.
That's correct. Yes, we'd sort of exhausted ourselves getting there for
Yep.
the day. To be fair, I did take one of my... Oh, well, I mean, that's not really true in regards to me, because I did spend the afternoon running stuff on my other account and finishing the station on my second system, which was only at like 25%.
Don't think it would change much, but yeah,
Yeah.
I get it.
Well, I don't think I would have got... I mean, that took... That I just got that done, and that was already at 25%.
Cargo
So I would have got...
maximum capacity.
I would have got this outpost we're working on here to 75%, probably. Not enough to actually change the outcome of anything.
Yep.
And I wasn't really aiming for the system right beside yours anyway. Wasp 1 did look nice though, but... Yeah, that is what it is.
Oh, I mean, I would have liked Wasp 1 just for the name of the system, but yeah, I get it.
Landing gear retracted. Ship released.
It's just so unusual that, you know.
Yeah.
Frameshift drive charging.
Really?
Some pirate wants your attention.
Pirate in FDL.
Four, three, two, one. Engage.
Looks like the pirate got 10% of your hull before you jumped out.
15, but yeah.
That's not bad considering you're running shieldless. So,
I know, right? The extra titanium in my cargo hold helped.
yeah.
Funnily enough, none of my modules are actually broken or well damaged.
Charging.
It's just my hull.
Yeah, he probably was just aiming at your hull and didn't have any sort of penetrating firepower.
Well, the NPCs usually sub-target modules, but yeah, I get what you mean.
3, 2,
Yeah, I mean, but half the time, like if I sub-target a pirate's power plant, I destroy the hull before I destroy the power plant anyway.
Well,
NPCs do have better aim than I do, though. Well, like NPCs tend to have very good aim with fixed weapons a lot of the time.
yeah.
And gimbal aren't quite as accurate, I don't think.
Out there.
So you can target a gimbal to the power plant, but it's still gonna hit the hull around the power plant far more times than not. So
Well, I mean, the power plant is usually hidden within the hull, so unless you have like rockets or
2,
the rail guns with the penetrating engineering, then you're not going to hit the power plant anyway.
you can't seem to be able to destroy a power plant before you take out the hull if you concentrate fire on that little bit of hole above it when you target it, but like, yeah, it's not as effective as having penetrating weapons. And half the time, most of the time I don't bother. Like,
Understandable.
most of the time stuff dies plenty fast enough.
Yeah, well, yeah, the pirates have very weak hull usually. That's why I'm actually somewhat thinking about trying to go fight in the megaship system, the Pirate 7 threat locations, because those Anacondas have fairly good engineering on them. And
Sure.
it's somewhat fun to fight, but I don't know if I want to go there in my Python, because I would probably get destroyed.
Yeah, that feels like a big, if you're going solo, that feels like a Anaconda or a Federal Corvette, heavily engineered type scenario.
I mean, I went there with my Anaconda, which, okay, granted, is not engineered specifically for combat. I will give you that much. It's very much a multi-purpose Anaconda, and yeah, but you know how strong I am when we do bounty hunting
Yes.
in it, and I got my ass handed to me almost.
Definitely.
I dropped shield several times, and yeah, it was so hard to kill the Anaconda.
Threat level 7 is not a joke. You know, it's...
Apparently not, no. Now, granted, I did go into the fight without knowing that they were strong, so I was, you know, not really trying to be careful from it, you know, since I had hours and hours of experience of destroying pirates like they were paper. But still, it didn't take me long to figure out that, okay, I may be in over my head.
Yeah, I think it's probably better done in a wing. Like you say, you can do it solo, but it is some risk involved. Yeah.
Yes.
I would expect that any of my ships on this account solo would probably struggle with it.
I mean, maybe you are a better combat pilot than I am, so who knows?
By struggle a bit, I mean, I'm pretty sure I would get blown up.
Oh, I got what you meant, but, you know. Maybe the pirates will be so confused as to how such a weak... Okay, I don't finish that.
On my other account, with the Federal Corvette, it's fairly heavily engineered. It's like running bi-weaves that are heavily engineered, but it's also got like 2 shield cell banks, a bunch of heat sinks and stuff.
Fair enough.
That would be my... That would be what I would choose.
I mean,
probably.
if you want to go try it, you know where the pirate signals are, so go try it and see.
Yeah. Come back and be like, they blew up my Corvette. Which would be a first. I don't think I've ever blown the Corvette up, actually. It's not a problem. I've got like 1.5 billion or something sitting there on that account. Like, it's not like, okay.
Yeah, I get it.
Well, I've only used the Corvette for Hazres, and there's just nothing in a Hazres that will blow it up. Like, it cracks me up a little bit because I'm like, oh, there we go, station's complete. Because it used to be like when I was like bounty hunting early on in that account, and like Vulture and then a Federal assault ship and stuff. I'd like see a wing and I'd be like, all right, I better find out who else is in the wing before I engage it. Right, like a wing of 3 or 4 or something, and then the Federal Corvette, I'm like, I wonder who else is in the wing. All right, I'll open fire. I'll find out when they shoot me.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, let me just have a quick check of something. I'll head your way. Thank you for your help on this. It's been most appreciated.
No problem.
And I have a couple of systems I wanted to see if anyone was encroaching on that I was sort of doing via I was doing via Spanch the other night. I was looking into them to see if they had volcanic bodies. That one's in range, but I can't remember if that one actually had anything I wanted. Oh no, it's not. It's 20-something light years away. There's probably no one in range. Someone looks like they might be. Oh, maybe. What's one? Let's go have a quick look. Even if I claim another system, I won't start building it. The station. 4 weeks. Was this one that had a volcanic body? I can't even remember.
Landing gear retracted.
Which one?
HIP 853388.
Well, I don't know.
It has 15 bodies, and some of them are high metal content worlds, which could have volcanite. I could actually check, to be honest, without going there to me here. No volcanism. No volcanism. Alright. Probably not ideal.
2, 1, engage.
Also, I don't think it has that many landable planets, even though it's got 15 things. Probably not the best system, really. But I will come and hand it at your thing in a sec. I'm just being curious. Yeah, so there's this one, but... yeah. Nope. Alright. Which one was your one? I don't think I've bookmarked it yet.
HIP 84515.
84515. Alright. Let's throw a bookmark on that. Needs, what do we call this? Big port. That'll work.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, yeah. We're going hand in.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Oh, this is just a colonization ship. It's nice and close.
Somewhat.
Warning, temperature critical.
No, it's not. It's like only 84%. Be quiet. Temperature is not critical. Oh, they said that warning when it's 840%.
I can picture you saying, no, it's only at 100%. It's not bad.
That's alright. Oh, I'm tanning.
Oh, more like cooking, but yeah.
Look at it! Look at it! I want all of you to look at it!
Hi Dark, how's it going? Gotta admit, your planet looks pretty cool that you're building this above. I get why you're doing a tier 3 port right here.
Yeah.
I
I just wish it had the ice drink, but oh well. Better luck next time.
Just finished your lunch on Mod Pizza?
Docking request.
I've never heard of Mod Pizza. Can't be something that's a brand in New Zealand. I hope it was nice though. For pizza places in New Zealand, we have the usual Pizza Hut and Domino's, and then the other main brand, which is a bit more high-end, is Hell's Pizza, which is, I think it might be New Zealand or Australian based. And then you got little, like, other pizza places. There's a few other pizza brands that are showing up in Palmerston North, but I'm not sure if they're, like, nationwide or anything. Oh well, there we go. Named my city by accident. Oh well. Hell's Pizza is quite funny because they keep getting in trouble for their advertising. They do some some advertising that draws complaints sometimes.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
Alright. Construction services. Jesus, that's a lot of stuff required. Wow.
Yeah.
3% done.
Well, yeah. I delivered some material
Fair enough.
last few days.
Absolutely fair enough. Alright. Let me just check one or two other systems to make sure no one's encroaching on some of the ones I had targeted. I wouldn't be surprised if they were already encroached upon and claimed. I was only just looking based on the thing last night. That does not look like in range of anything at the moment. I won't worry about that one. And in the big one. This one is either out of range of everybody or it's yeah, out of range of everyone. I was going to say it's either out of range of everyone or it's going to have been claimed because it looked kind of amazing on paper. How far is it from where you are?
We are in the same system.
Yeah, but I was sort of, when I said you are, I meant your. How far is it from like Wasp 1?
Wasp 1 is really close to here.
Yeah.
Like 7 to 8 light years, I think. Yeah, 7. Yeah, they sidestepped me, basically. There is a system somewhat close to the previous system, and they sidestepped me and just went for the Wasp 1 system.
They've already built Wasp 1 as well.
Yep,
That's
it was
impressive.
built very quickly, within a day actually, I think.
And then they bounced, what, to here? And then across to BD10. Damn. They moved quick.
Yep. Yeah, very quickly.
Alright, let's see. Oh well.
Oh well, indeed. I mean, to be fair, there is like 100 more Wasps system, but you know,
Yeah.
it's the Wasp 1 that I would like to have had. It's not as cool as Wasp 2.
Fair enough. Alright. Because it's not really important what I'm hauling here. I'll just keep grabbing Titanium composites or something, I guess.
Okay.
Pizza you ordered was crust, mega dough, sauce, extrusion cheese, dairy-free cheese, meats, grilled chicken, veggies, basil, light black olives, green bell peppers, mushrooms, like a rosemary, precious chopped mushrooms, garlic, pesto drizzle. Yeah, I mean, I'm not a fan of olives, but the rest of that sounds pretty good. I will, see if I can find one of the advertising hell Pizza got in trouble for. Yeah. eight complaints against 8 different Hell Pizza ads have been upheld by the by Broadcasting Standards Authority.
Frameshift drive charging.
Between 2005 and 2021. What are I most complained about ads? Oh right, the Hilux ad. Advertising Standards Authority and Broadcasting Standards Authority. There you go. Apparently there are 2 different things.
Warning, temperature critical. Frameshift drive charging.
Maybe I'll look them up later while I'm at work and flick them through.
Actually, when you are collecting, get the available amounts of polymers from the colonization megaship, because there is like 80 of them usually.
Oh, okay. You're just trying to drip.
So fill up on that and then do the rest with whatever else.
No problem. Yeah, I've done that a bit with like steel and other stuff when I've been doing things. Sometimes when colonization ships are low, just grab what's there, fill up on something else, and just keep drip feeding it in.
Yep. Back.
Ooh. Alright.
Warning, temperature critical.
Getting back there.
Charging. Temperature critical.
I'll send you the screenshot of
As I always say, you can't put a price on love.
We're not seriously paying that for a blood diamond, are we, Paul?
Sir!
I mean, we can't get her anything smaller than her sisters.
How about something cheaper, like a memorial diamond?
What?
Hello.
The ones made out of
oh, what's that, sorry?
ashes.
You said Oh, okay, you were in chat. Never mind. Sorry.
Congratulations. And look at it. It's the most perfect ring. You picked so perfectly.
I was like, what are you going to send me a screenshot of? Like,
For my
No,
next
no, no,
submission,
no, 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 no.
empower
Yeah,
students to
I
do
got
their
it. I
best
figured
work
it out
with
that you-
Grammarly's
I've actually
comprehensive AI
seen-
writing assistants. What if they could jumpstart ideas
Wait,
for any
where's my...
assignment?
What the hell's playing stuff? Oh, yeah. There's more to that. I'll send the advertisement for I'll send the latest Hell Pizza advertisement, but I'll flick it to you as well. They do really good ads. Alright, system colonization ship, here we come. Whee! Alright.
Oh, this commercial was funny. Was going to hell for. Yeah, I don't know about that, but sure.
Yeah, they like to play into like the sort of hell themes.
Docking request granted.
They genuinely make very good pizza though. It is unfortunately somewhat expensive.
Yeah, well, sometimes you gotta choose between good pizza and how much money you are willing to spend on it.
It depends on the day of the week, to be honest. There's a local pizza place that's like a gourmet pizza restaurant, like a Italian restaurant, but mostly focused on pizza. And they do takeaway pizzas like Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think. You can order pizza for takeaway because they're not very busy. Oh, is it Monday, Tuesday? I don't know about Sunday. They're not very, during the not very busy days of the week, you can order takeaway pizzas at a much lower price and just go pick them up, which is pretty nice. They're a bit more expensive than Domino's and Pizza Hut still, but they're actually much better pizzas. So. Oh,
Yeah, I don't know.
Domino's-
I've tried pizza from Pizza Hut and few of the other places, but yeah, none of them were as good as the pizza from. Well, I'm going to say a local place, but I'm not entirely sure whether they are locally scoped or not. But I believe they are. They are somewhat of a homemade pizza, and well, that is a very hard to beat.
Yeah. That's generally the case, right? Like the bigger brands, with the exception of ones that are catering a little bit more high end, like Hell Pizza, the bigger brands with the cheap pizza tend to be a bit
Frameshift drive
shite, unfortunately, compared to like local places.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
We've had a whole bunch of new pizza places open up here recently, which has been kind of good. Get to try new things.
I am half waiting for Wendy's to open somewhere near me. And well, a companion hope to that one would be that they make the burgers as good as I remember them from the time when I was in the US. Because that was one of the best burgers I've ever had.
Yeah, we had Wendy's open here around, I guess like 10 years ago or something like that.
Yeah, they are almost non-existent in Europe. Which is kind of surprising, but you know.
A couple of years later, we had Carl's Jr. open. Neither one seems to
We don't
be.
have those either.
Neither one seems to be as popular here as KFC or McDonald's, though.
Well, I mean, kind of understandable, but you know, since KFC and McDonald's are all over the movies and shows, but yeah, I get it.
The good thing is because they're not as popular, like, but I don't mind them. Like, I can go, like, if I drive past McDonald's and I'm in the mood for a burger or something, you know, or, and I'm like, well, Jesus, the drive-through looks ridiculously long. I'll just go to like Carl's Jr. or Wendy's instead, and just drive straight on in and order and be gone again. Yeah.
True.
Landing gear deployed.
So it works out for me.
Yeah. I mean, Wendy's is planning to open locations in Europe in next few years. First one should actually be this year. I think in Romania or something like that. Which is like, I don't know, 200, 400 kilometers from me. So, I might go with it actually, but I'll see.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm crazy enough. Bye.
Yeah. Oh, the other thing that's showing up recently, but not where I live, I've got to drive like 2 hours to get to it dark, is, and that's all I haven't yet, like, I won't, not doing it deliberately for that, if I'm even, like, going one of the ways where it is, I'll grab some, is, Taco Bell. Taco Bell's made it to New Zealand. And everyone from the US keeps